for listening. This is Coffin Conspiracies.
I hear you. I hear you. Yep.
Okay, so we're talking about Thanksgiving and how it all started. It's pretty wild.
And how it's mostly lies.
Because seriously, on the Mayflower, they had bags and bags of corn and brought corn over to the U.S. And we taught them how to use corn to make all kinds of cool art. It was awesome. They needed something to do because they were a very uncivilized group of species. They were just species.
But see, that's the main story.
They're a bunch of homo.
But in reality, their culture had been around as long as the Egyptians, pretty much. And
yeah, but they're homo habilis.
Still being civil, and we're the people that are uncivil coming into their world and trying to act like, oh, we're going to make everything better. And then it's just
we gave them so many diseases.
Yeah, we gave them diseases, and
so
they
much. Killed
and Thanksgiving's because we're thanking them for helping us not die because we're dumb fucking white people who don't know how to live in a new environment. Show up just before winter and almost freeze and die, and they're like, okay, we'll bring you fucking food. And
how big do you think the Mayflower was?
Oh, that was like a standard, like, small frame ship back then. Like, forget what the dimensions are, but it's
how many people?
Not even like 100, 200 feet or whatever. Like, ships back
so
then
were
about
small.
Like,
so the Mayflower and all that stuff was like 10 people.
No, I think it was like maybe like 100 or whatever, but a good chunk of them died on the way over. You know, you're cramming a shitload of people in too tight of confinement. It's either people or food. You only have so much space. But without the food, people
They had pretty
start
cool
dying.
fashion sense, though. You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah, those big buckles on everything, dude. That was like steampunk before steampunk even started.
The like the shoulders would be all A'd out, and those really boxy looking.
All those huge, massive fucking boot cuffs and
way cool
handcuffs, cuffs that are just like 5 inches by 5 inches, just like boom.
And they had like this crazy poofy like bow that they wear.
Yeah.
Right? I'm thinking about the French Revolution area.
Yeah, the French Revolution. Yeah.
Something.
French Revolution, founding of Plymouth Rock, totally the same thing, dude. You know, in a time traveling machine, there's no difference between them. Same week, you know.
On Wednesday. And then
Wednesday we went to a spa. It was great.
Yeah, in Greece. It was dope. But then, anyways, that was Thursday. But I thought we were talking about. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Okay? So we hear that the Indians usually like chop off people's heads.
But you know that's all a fake story too. So the big thing about them saying, "Oh, look how horrible these people are," they're scalping people and taking their fucking tops of their heads off, and it's like, well, where did that come from? The French. The French and Indian War. Like, look this shit up, people. The French paid all the Indians to hate on English. So all of a sudden, it started with, hey, you know, bring in an heir and we will pay you for each heir of an English person that you bring us. All these native Indians, they can't tell the difference between a French or an English or an Italian or, you know, if you're a white person, they don't give a fuck. Your heirs are worth money to me. And then they realized that all these Indians were cutting off both heirs and bringing in both heirs and trying to get paid twice. So they said, we need a chunk of hair bigger than your hand. Because then, you know, if open your hand up, stretch all your fingers out, stick that on part of your face covered in hair, and that's a good portion of the top or side or both of your head. So they're like, you need to bring in a chunk of hair this big. So that's where scalping came from. The French hating on the English who've been killing each other for how long? You know, come on. You know, oh, these barbarian Indians, they do these horrible things that we teach them and pay them to do. They're so horrible. Like, are you kidding me? You're crazy. Crazy people.
1600s, man. That shit was crazy. This is Coffin Conspiracies.